What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Day in There channel. Thrill Billy here. Going to be once again working on the 85 Project Corvette. I'm going to be replacing the windshield wiper motor. When I got the car originally, when I went to turn on the windshield wipers, I got this. As you can see, windshield wipers are just fluttering. So thanks to carparts.com, I was able to order the car done windshield wiper motor. Super simple to use. Get on carparts.com, enter year, make, model, search for the part that you need, add to cart, a few clicks, you're done, and it gets shipped to your door. Basically, you have a car parts store on demand. Let's get to it. So the procedure for this, from what I understand, is pretty straightforward. I've got to take these nuts off here, get the screen, basically the cowl screen, out of the way. I don't know that I necessarily have to take the wiper arms off, but the wiper motor sits right here. All this junk's in the way. This is going to be really fun to try to get to. Got a couple bolts that are holding it on to the firewall here. I think 2 or 3 wire connectors I got to get off. There's a nut on a arm here. According to the repair manual that I have for the car, it says I actually need to have that where the arm is rotated in the down position, which is going to be really difficult to do because the motor is not working. So don't know exactly what I'm going to do on that to get that to happen. There's one all the way down here at the bottom that I don't think I'm going to be able to get to. Is at a weird angle. Alright, so in order to access this last one, I actually had to take a couple of screws off of this plastic shroud here. Peel it back a little bit. Now I can get my 7mm on it. Now that that's out of the way, I'll peel this out. Probably not supposed to have a couple inches of water in it. Anyway, this arm apparently has to be facing down. The manual said to get it to go about halfway through the swipe, turn the key off. That should get that to point down, so I may have to just try that. Close enough. It's 10mm. Got a universal joint on here. Hopefully this will get me to these back ones here. It's one thing to get these things out, but to get them back in is going to be the fun part. There's one on the bottom I got to get to. That one's going to be real fun. Come on now. How long is this thread? I'm going to take this little relay off the bracket here and see if I can get this thing out of the way. Give me some more room here. I don't know if that gained me much or not. There we go. Well, how long is this thread? There we go. Good grief. Blasted knocker loose on this nut here. This thing is rusty looking. Alright, so it's a 13mm nut, and when I go to take it off, it's just rotating the whole assembly, so I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to lock it down so I can get the nut off. Probably should have left one nut in here at least to try to keep this thing from flopping around on me. Hindsight, you know, 50-50. Now I gotta pry the actual arm bracket off of here. the arm came off. It's keyed. It's got a flat spot on it. I think there's another wire connector on the bottom of it. Oh, come on. There we go. Super easy. All right, so that's it. You can see how this already had a spot that was broken on it, which leads me to believe this engine has actually been out of the car once before, because the way this was sitting, this would totally get broken if you were swinging the engine back in the engine compartment and not being too careful about it. So this is the reason why I wanted to change it, just because all these electronics were exposed. One thing I didn't realize when you order these parts, you have to actually transfer some of the old stuff onto the new stuff. So the cover's not on there. A little bit of a bummer because mine's broken. But there's the new unit. It's got all the fresh grease in it and everything. Got to transfer over the circuitry, I guess. Looks like I got to transfer some of the mounting tabs too. Able to get the cover off. This last little screw here snapped, which is great. When I took the cover off, I found this just resting in there. Not exactly sure where that belongs. You gotta transfer these prongs over. This cover here, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that closed up. Maybe try to find a piece of plastic or something and just kind of glue it on there. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I'll jump off that bridge when I get there. Okay, so I was able to get the tabs off of here, transferred onto there. I was able to find a bolt in my toolbox that would be able to replace that, so that's tight. Got the rubber grommets put on. Here's to hoping that's put together correctly according to stock standards. Okay, so I got the motor somewhat ready to go back in. While I was at it, I was trying to figure out why I've got inches of water sitting in there, and there's my little drain tube, and it was completely clogged, so as you can see, it's now unclogged. But let's show you the Thrillbilly repair job I did on the... Yes, folks, that is duct tape that's been spray painted black. Ain't she a thing of beauty? This is not engaged in the same location as far as this key on here, so I'm gonna have to probably stuff it in there and, I don't know, maybe cycle it. Okay, so I found another drain hole that was plugged, so I cleaned that out. Got this one cleaned out. It should be draining properly now. All right, so I'm going to go out on a limb and assume, probably a bad idea, that wiper motor is in the cycled into the off position. So when I put the nut in it, put the wiper blade back down. Let's see what happens. Key is on, wiper switch is off. Turning it on now. I have wipers. But they won't turn off. Oh, I might have hit and missed. And my wiper blade's coming off. All right, for giggles, I put the wiper arm back on. I gotta put that screen back in yet. Currently not shutting off. So when I turn the wipers on, they'll go, but they won't shut off. So I may have a problem with the switch, maybe. When I turn the car into the on position, they cycle down. I have yet to find wipers that will actually fit on this car. So it's in the down position. Keys in the on position. Let's turn the windshield wiper to just the first click up. Supposed to be delay. It's not delay. I'm gonna turn it off. switch is in the off position. Turning the key off. Turn the key back on. Conclusions? New wiper motor is functioning, and the fact that it is giving me swipes, which is good. However, I don't have any delay, and they currently do not shut off when I hit the switch to the off. So I don't know if I have a bad switch on the door, or if the motor is messed up, or if I have a problem in the wiring. So I get to go do some troubleshooting on my wiring diagrams. I'm gonna put the screen back on, get that all buttoned up, put that back together, and call that done for now. I do have wipers that are functioning, which is fantastic. So however, I got to find out if I got a bad switch or if I got a wiring issue where it's not wanting to turn off. Not sure. So for now, I'm gonna wrap this up. Nothing more aggravating than getting a job done and you have one screw left to go, and it clink, 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 clink down into the engine compartment, and you don't hear it hit concrete. Which means when I do get this car back on the road, it'll jiggle itself loose and find its way into my back tire, probably. Well, that's how you replace the wiper motor on a 1985 Corvette. I've learned that frustration is always around the corner. Anyway, Thrill Billy here. Thanks for watching the Daynator channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Check out the merch store. Cool stuff in there. Thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you next time.
Special thanks to carparts.com for sponsoring today's video. Guys, if you're searching for replacement parts for your vehicle, give carparts.com a look. Their mobile-friendly site makes it super easy to search for and buy parts online anytime, anywhere, giving DIYers a parts store on demand.